got Devastator on my desk. I got Bruticus and
Which Devastator?
86.
Oh, yeah. All right, so this says that we're live.
Oh, okay.
It says we've been live for 16 seconds, but I'm not seeing anything here.
Huh.
Oh, wait, I might be updating right now. Hold on, let's see. Yep, there we go. We are on stage.
Okay.
All right, so today, all right, so first of all, I guess everybody should know, we're going to have to keep saying this if people keep tuning in, we should let them know that this is a live that we're doing on my page, but it's for the Energon Tea podcast, which features myself, Trigger Happy 77. And you want to introduce yourself to the people if there's anyone watching yet?
Well, hello everyone. I am Yabro Entertainment here. We are here for our annual Sunday 6:30. Let's talk about Transformers on the Energon Tea podcast, talk show, whatever you want to call it. We are here.
Yes, this is our live stream. Now we usually have a third host, 137 Toys. He's going to be running a little bit late today, so he put me in charge, which, listen, not a great idea. I treat responsibility like a hot potato. So he was just like, oh, Vash, you can do this. You can host it and get everybody on. And I've been sitting here for like an hour and a half trying to set this up. And it looks like it's working out so far. But we're going to steamroll through this and see how we do. So, all right, yeah, Bros Entertainment. What's new? What are we talking about today? What's hot going on in Transformers talk? And what are you up to?
Are you sure we live? Because I can't find it.
It's on my page. I'm
on your page.
Trigger Happy 77.
I'm
looking
on
at
your
it right.
page.
Because
I can't see it.
Really?
No, I can't see it.
Oh shoot. So was all that a waste of time? Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, your page has nothing, no live, nothing.
Because I have it unlisted. There we go. Let's change that to public.
Yeah.
Public.
And then everybody can see us.
Go. Yes. Okay, good. So we can do that whole thing again.
Yes, we're live now. It's up now. All right.
All right. Welcome to the Energon Tea podcast, which is being hosted on my page today. But this is I'm not doing lives on my page. Well, not right now anyway. Okay, first of all, because nobody knows what's happening, I'm Trigger Happy 77, Vash, and this is my co-host. Who are you, co-host? Tell them who you are.
I am Brandan, your host or creator of Yabro Entertainment. We are here Sundays to do the Transformer Energon podcast, where we get to talk about things that came out in the news or cool things that we're seeing or things that you guys want to talk about. So yes, definitely put things throughout on our community pages, our wall, whatever you want to talk about on this page. We are here for you guys, and we love doing it. So we're always going to be here at 6:30 on Sundays.
Every Sunday. Now we have another host. 137 Toys is always with us on Sundays. He had an appointment today, so he can't be here right now, but he is scheduled to join us later for the Transformers chat. So when he jumps in, we'll throw him on, and then he'll talk about all the things that he's ready to talk about. But in the meantime, let's talk about some Transformers. We have a lot to talk about this week. We are going to talk. Well, let's first talk about what's big in the news, even though like every streaming channel, every YouTube channel has already covered it. We're going to put our take on it. Tell me, Brandan, did you manage to get your hands on the MTE, by the way, love that name, Starscream from Studio Series?
Yes, I got one. So
how'd you get it? Did you order it from Pulse? Did Target.com cancel a pre-order? Did you even pre-order it? Did you find it in store?
I end up doing what I guess your crafty collectors would do. You order one from Target, and then you do a backup through another website that's doing it. So the only way I got it, it was through HasbroPulse.com. Of course, they both came up for pre-order at the same time at that 9 a.m. time slot, and I was fortunate to get one on each site. And therefore, this is the only way I have Starscream, because nobody in my area, I have over 9 Targets in my area that I can drive to, neighboring cities, everything. Nobody has the Starscream, and the reason why I know nobody has it is not listed on the website, available for pickup. And then when you go to the stores and look at it, it says not sold at these stores. So what I did was I took it a step further. I went to my closest Target, looked at the shelves. I noticed there is no DCPI, no shelf space, nothing for this toy. So only a select few Targets got the new update to get this figure on shelves. And the closest one in my area is Richmond, which is about 45 minutes away from where I live, in order to pick up a copy of this Starscream. I saw it when it came out that Sunday when it popped out. I think it was what, July 10th or 12th or whatever day it was, that Sunday.
Early July, yeah.
They had 3. By 10 p.m., or I'm sorry, not 10 p.m., 10 a.m., because they opened up at 8, they were all gone. It said sold out. So I already know people was there waiting to get it, camping out. The only thing that remained in stock at the time at that store was the Insecticons, which 2 weeks later, I was lucky enough to grab one because no one wanted them. But I guess now that everybody knows that Target's only getting a very select few restocks that are choice at whatever regions there are, they flew off the shelf now. And now there's nothing at that store. So, yeah, nobody has anything in my area.
Yeah, and rumor has it they might not be getting any. Like if your store didn't get it, they might not get it, which is crazy because I was under the impression, okay, the first initial pre-order didn't go through well. They didn't get them in time or whatever. And, eventually they'll get them like in a real stock. But they're saying there might not be a real stock. Like just they decided we're not selling that toy. And even though they're created, they're in boxes, they're sitting in a warehouse or a shipyard or somewhere. They are like they do exist, but we just might not get them. So I don't know if there's a workaround or if they might send it to another store. I don't know like the whole legal aspect of the thing, but for anyone who doesn't have it, listen, I hope I'm not one of those people that's like, I got it, you don't. Like I want everybody to get this toy. Anybody else having it doesn't affect me. I want everybody to get this toy because I can only imagine if I didn't get one of the figures I was looking for. Like it hurts. It's definitely going to hurt if you don't, it kind of ruins the collection because after that, you're like, well, there's no reason to keep on, no reason to continue because, I'm going to always be missing that figure. So and here's hoping that
figure
of all the, I had said that if you're looking at like the most popular Transformers, Starscream is going to be in your top 5, whether you like him or dislike him. You have to admit Starscream is a bit, one of the top 5, one of your Mount Rushmores, maybe. No, there's only 4 on Mount Rushmore, but still, you get what I'm saying.
Recognizable.
Now, you have we both do have Starscream. Are you happy with it? Or are you kind of like, like all the hubbub is not worth what's happening? What do you think?
Well, the Starscream figure, I do think it is the definitive version right now. For me, I like the design because of the simplest. It is equivalent to Studio Series quality, and the reason why I say that is because, take for instance, Devastator. I'm looking at them right now on my desk. Devastator has that smooth mechanical details. As you know, with the Earthrise, they're more mechanical, as in like machine-like. So therefore, you're going to see extra bits and stuff you wouldn't see. But like I said, the Studio Series 86 is going for movie accuracy, so it's going to have that cleaner design, and that's pretty darn close to what we got in the cartoon, in my opinion. So why not get the best definitive version of the character that we all know without having to get all the more realistic features that you would see if it was a real Transformer in the world today?
I was thinking the same thing. Like there are people who are going to like the Earthrise / Studio Series 86 Coronation Starscream better because it has those greebling and the details. So there are some people who just don't care for this particular figure at all. So they're happy with what they got. But for everybody who is looking forward to it, I mean, matter of fact, I just happen to have him right here. I got it, and yeah, I think this guy looks great. I think he, as far as like him looking like the movie, I feel like in the movie he was like a darker shade of gray. So I think this kind of works for him. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, I've seen a third party one now that has a little side pieces added on to it. I mean, that is an option for those that don't have it, but I'm not gonna do that because I actually have it and I'm actually satisfied with that figure.
Yeah, same here. So now, what about did you also get the Insecticons and Prowl, because those came out this month? Nope, this is all last month. These have been, now that I think about it, these have been out for a while because Pulse sent them to us in like the beginning of July. So these are this whole thing is like this whole story is kind of taken like a long time because people have been talking about this for like a month now at least.
Yeah. I'll let you handle all the hashtags and all that for our live, but let me go ahead and tell you how basically Hasbro Pulse hooked us up like the 19th of July, and I hate to say it, scalpers are going to make people panic.
Oh, absolutely, they're going wild on this.
That's their job, so I'm not going to hate on them because
I am.
You can't hate on them because the reason why I say that is because just like you had an opportunity to go get that toy, you allowed them to beat you there to get that toy. So if you allowed them to get that toy, shame on you because you knew that you wanted it and you didn't go out and hunt for it. Now most people are off on Sundays, so there was no reason why you shouldn't have been able to get one. But if you're in a region where your store doesn't have any, that's understandable, but that's just the nature of getting toys. That's just like buying San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. If you want it that bad, you're gonna have to pay for it because it's not offered to everybody. If that was the case, it wouldn't be an exclusive. It would just be everybody made to order. Now, that is something that they're starting now. Will they reissue this in the future? Yes, they will, because they're going to do that because they see what's going on right now. Trust me, Mark, Evan, TF Nate, whatever you want to call them, they all have seen it. They're all on Instagram. They're seeing the outrage. They're seeing the fellow collectors that have them. They're liking the photos. They're liking the videos. They're liking, whatever we post. But they're going to reissue it. So don't necessarily worry because I'm not going to tell you to go out there and overpay for it because it will get a reissue. If we know Hasbro, everything gets a reissue or a re-release down the road so you can pick up. So do not go feeding the scalpers if you don't want to do that. And when I said you had a chance to get it just like they did, technically you did. And you just didn't want to go out and hunt for it until now that everybody has it and they're overcharged. Now you're upset.
Well, you don't always... wait a minute. Wait, we can't say that for sure because a lot of people put it on the pre-order, right, for Target.com, and it got canceled.
Talking about the pre-order, I'm talking about in the stores.
Well, right. Well, that too. Not everybody, like myself included, we can't get to a Target. Like I know I can't get to a Target. As much as like even today, I already have my start screen, but I still want to go out and look and see if the Target has it. But I can't go. And I really, I really want the figure. If I didn't have it from Pulse, I don't know what I would do right now. And it's not a matter of people not wanting it. There are people who can't. So when it comes to scalpers, my thing about scalpers is we're never going to get rid of scalpers. They're always going to be here. They're always going to, scalpers are going to scalp.
In the 80s.
But the thing is, though, my disdain towards scalpers is that this is not something that this is the toy that I want. And I want it because I love it. I'm not trying to get it for money or anything else like that. And someone's going to go to the store, buy a whole bunch of it and say, I know you want it. I got it first, and now I'm going to make you pay more when I could have just left it there and you could have bought it and had it and be happy. Right. Yeah, they might be making their money, but they're kind of, I want to say hurting people, not physically, but they're hurting people by doing what they do. Now, something different.
Everybody wants to make $1, though.
Say that again.
Time is money, and everybody wants to make $1.
I mean, yeah, but there has at some point you have to ask yourself,
I'm not saying it's the right thing to do.
Right.
But I'm just saying it's going to happen. It's been happening since the 80s. Even in the 80s,
it's never going to stop.
Correct. Toy stores got the whole wave. If they knew everybody wanted Optimus, that's the first thing off the shelf. Right. Everything else is going to sit. So
what we need is like a decoy figure. Like put out Starscream and everybody say, ooh, I want Wheelie. Let the scalpers all go buy Wheelie, then we'll all snatch up the Starscreams.
That's a good idea, but I don't know if they're gonna do that. But
no, they're not. It was just a scenario. All right, what else are we talking about?
Wait, before you go on forward, or they could have did like Super Robot Ed, and they just went to CMD store and just got them, and now CMD store sold out.
Yeah, didn't CMD? They raised their prices too once they realized everybody was buying it. They were like, "Oh, everybody wants this." Which I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with CMD. I've only ordered from them twice now. This is the first time was when I got a Shockwave and Skywarp from them, which I want to say I got a little early because of CMD store, and now these guys. So I only know them from two experiences. They were both great, but are they known to raise their prices on popular figures? Because that's an interesting thing. I wouldn't have expected that from a store, especially one that's gaining such great popularity right now. It's not a time to do something shady.
I don't know, because I never had seen that happen until you just mentioned it. I had to go up there and look and see what the price was. Because if they raise that one, they're going to raise Prowl and Insecticons too.
I mean, well, so yeah, because I got I ordered from CMD store. We got Swindle and not Amalgamous. Who's the Prime? We got Vector Prime. We got Swindle.
Vector Prime. I know those were underpriced.
Right after all the hoopla, the taxes, the shipping fees came out to be $89 and change for the two of them. Which I'm like, had I bought that in the States, it would have been about the same price.
$90.
Yeah. So that worked. So for them to take Starscream, who's also a Voyager, and I think at one point he was 34 on the website, and now he's 74. So I mean, from what I heard, that's a huge jump.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah. So here's hoping that like something happened and they fixed that, or they go back to the original price, or maybe they were running out and they were like, hold on, let's make it a higher price to get people to slow down. I don't know. I'm not there. I can only speculate, which is my favorite hobby. And people can get this thing. But I really feel like they will find another way to get us that figure, because he's way too popular for them to just be like, oh well.
Vash,
yes.
I don't know if you got the comments implemented. We do got people up here, so we are being seen. So that's good news. I thought we were just talking to ourselves.
Even if we were, like, I mean, I'm glad to have the viewers, but we're having a conversation. We're talking Transformers. But yeah, of course, we're glad to have everybody who's viewing. But let's tell them again, why are we doing live tonight for the people who are just tuning in?
We are just 2 out of 3 amigos, guys, because our partner Wayne had to take some type of medical appointment or whatever. So it's just 2 of us. So we can hold down the fort, bros. Just know that in case one of us has to step out, we are here and we are fully capable of doing it. And we're proving that to you today. He will join us later on. And we got Vash running the show as he always does, and me bringing up the Bumblebee attitude and mentality on the rear. So let me give a quick shout out, everybody. We got Tailgate 009 in the house. We got Big Easy 1 in the house. And we got VM Photoshop 2 in the house. Thank you for coming to check us out and saying something, man. We really appreciate you guys and the comments. Let us know that we're not doing it just because, but we're doing it for everybody as fans.
And we always say, you talk some Transformers, we talk some Transformers.
Yes, sir. And wait a minute, that's not a Transformers shirt today. I'm disappointed.
You know what? I was wondering, were people going to be upset about that, or were people going to be like, "Oh shoot, Gizmo Duck"? Like, when was the last time you seen a shirt that had Gizmo Duck? So I was like, let's throw caution to the wind. Let's try it, see what happens. I do miss my Transformer shirt, but like, come on, the Gizmo Duck, Quentin, what was it? Fenton Quackshell was one of the greatest characters to come out of 90s cartoons and DuckTales and Darkwing Duck, because when there's trouble, you call DW. So I had to represent. This is one of the greatest characters on television. I love it. Don't tell me you don't know DuckTales. Come on now, Magica Dispel, the Beagly Boys,
I didn't like DuckTales as much as I like the Mighty Ducks cartoon.
Wow.
So DuckTales all right, but when I see that, I'm waiting for him to put the hockey mask on and get the big guys out there And then for the Mighty Ducks cartoon, which is like a spinoff from DuckTales, because one of the guys was one of the big beefier dudes. He wasn't the main character, but he was like somebody's uncle or somebody, and he ended up being a part of the Mighty Ducks cartoon, I guess. Maybe not. I might be reaching, but they look similar to me. So
well, first of all, I mean, I'm a huge fan of television, cartoons, pop culture. I vaguely recall a Mighty Ducks cartoon, but I'm not sure it was related to DuckTales. But
I know you saw the Mighty Ducks movie.
I did see the Mighty Ducks movie with the Flying V, right? Yeah, I'm not saying they didn't. I don't think I ever watched that cartoon. But speaking of cartoons, okay. So we're going to Transformers. We talked about Starscream and the Insecticons and the whole Proud situation. Let's talk about some good stuff. Let's talk about, I just got in Magic Square ENIAC number 4, but basically Scattershot. This is my, they're the Legend Scale Technobots. Are you familiar?
Yes. We talked about this earlier. I have them all on pre-order. I have a Technobot ship. I don't know if it's that one or Afterburner because they messed up, I guess. They said I need to pay for Afterburner. I paid for that. They marked this ship. So I don't know if it's Afterburner or if it's Scattershot. Then I just paid for Scattershot yesterday because they said I needed to pay for another one. So I don't know which one's coming, and I don't know which one has shipped. But I do have the first 3 already, and I haven't really messed with them since getting backlog with doing new Transformer reviews and Power Rangers and Turtles.
So when they sent it out, it was supposed to be Afterburner, and I remember they were saying, "Hey, like something's ready or whatever." But when I went to pay for it, it wasn't. Whatever it was, they switched up something. They switched up the numbers or all that stuff. So
correct.
Yeah, Scattershot is coming. I don't think Afterburner is coming yet. I hope you didn't get 2 Scattershots. You paid for 2.
No. I paid for Afterburner and Scattershot.
Yeah,
we'll have all at one time.
Yeah, maybe. But listen, this thing came in the mail. I'm new to Legends. I'm new to this whole thing where, like, with the instructions and everything. I've had it for 2 days now. I can't get any further than this transforming it. So he's gonna stay like this for the rest of my life because I honestly gave up. I'm done. I'm not getting any further.
Video.
I'm gonna have to find a good one. I kept trying to find a YouTube video with somebody who knows how to transform these things, and I couldn't find one that like helped me. So I was just like,
like, yeah, they don't speak when they do it. They just play music, and then you just have to watch and follow along.
Yeah, I need a play-by-play. So there's that. Now, really quickly, I know we are always supposed to talk about Transformers, and we are, but I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. I got the Jada Toys You Lose set. And this thing is awesome. So for the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures, they're putting out basically everybody from like that first Street Fighter 2 Ultra, Super Street Fighter 2. But with those figures, they've now put out this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set with all the. Remember when you lose and your head would be all like bruised and bloody and stuff? So there's a head and hands in here for every figure that they put out. Even the ones T-Hawk and Zangief aren't out yet. Well, they're coming out right now. I don't have them yet. They're coming in the mail. But they even have those heads in here. So yeah, this is going to be really cool. And I was thinking, how cool would it be if like Transformers or Marvel Legends did something like this, where like we could get like a messed up head or something on the like that you could switch up, because with the new what's his name Point Blank.
Yeah,
Blanker. I was only going to get him because I wanted to switch the head, because I like the blue window rather than the clear window, and I wanted to take the head from my clear window, put it on the blue one. But I don't think it's an interchangeable head, and I think all Transformers should have that.
I don't know. I don't have them with me, so I can't look at it.
Yeah, from
the same figure, you should be able to swap the head.
I would think so. I don't know how the head is on. I don't know if it's on a ball joint or not, but it's
if it's got a screw in the back, you can swap them. If it doesn't have a screw and it's just friction, you're not able to swap them.
Right. And so, but that was the only reason I was going to get the new one, because I wanted those blue windows. But the new Blanker, Point Blank, has the head from the Japanese cartoon, and I want the head from the Rebirth. So I want to, for all that, I'm going to keep my old one. Just keep that clear plastic, which I'm not a fan of clear plastic. I don't hate it, but I'm not. I'd rather have not clear plastic if I had a choice.
Thinking about that, I did buy the upgrade for it when it comes. That's why I said I'm so excited to get blanker, because now I got the little weapon piece and switch out the little forearm piece right here so that you can actually bend his arms and be double jointed.
Oh yeah.
Got that from Nuff Productions. Of course, it's going to be backwards, but yeah, I can't wait to put that on the new blanker since when it comes out. Whenever I get on it.
Is that a new upgrade kit? Because they put out one for Point Blank when it came out years ago, and I got it, but it looked like it requires surgery, so I just never bothered.
Nah, the only thing you got to do, okay, so what you got to do with this, you got to basically unscrew the shoulder right here. There's one screw on the back for the shoulder. And then you pull the piece off. You pull, and then there's a screw right here on the arm, and you pull that off. And then you just basically slide in this black piece. It's 2 black pieces per arm. And then you collapse it, and then these 2 peg in. And then what you do is you just put everything back with the two screws, and it's done.
I might do that. Like I said, I've never done surgery on any of my figures before, so I'm not saying I won't do it, but it's definitely going to take like some time for me to sit down and say, okay, Vash, are we going to try this out? Because I'm not handy. I've been broke that and the toy next to it trying to unscrew something. So I'll have to be careful with
the little ones, the little screwdrivers.
Hey, yeah. Kung Fu Hustle 99 had wrote. Oh wait, Toy Cave Studio. I see you. Yeah, I did get that exclusive. The only exclusive I don't have for that Jada Toys is the Evil Ryu, which before this set came out, that Evil Ryu was $125 on eBay, and I was like, $125 because I'm cheap. I promise you I'm the cheapest collector you'll ever meet. I was like, $125, there's no way I'm paying $125 for a $40 toy. And now that this came out, the thing jumped up to $185. Now I'm like, damn it, $125 was a steal. So I'm screwed on that because I'll probably never get them. But Kung Fu Hustle 99 was like, they need to make a better target master for Blanker. I 150% agree. I do not like the target masters that Sure Shot and Point Blank came with. I really prefer. I was completely happy with the ones from War for Cybertron, even though the elbows didn't move and the knees didn't move. I was like, honestly, I'm okay with those. I would like the extra articulation, but give me those. I would love for Hasbro to just say, here's a pack of all the ones you didn't get, which would be Blur, Cup, Hot Rod, and I guess Point Blank and Sure Shot. Yeah, we need a 5-pack of the War for Cybertron Target Masters.
Tailgate wants to know if you still gonna sell that Onslaught. He's looking for one.
Oh, yeah. I got to get rid of that thing. That's $100. I need to sell. Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, Tailgate, are you on? If you're on Instagram, message me on Instagram later tonight. I'll get that thing out in the morning. So here's what happened. I pre-ordered Onslaught from Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, and Hasbro Pulse, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go into real detail here, and I know people can be like, ugh, detail, but I'm gonna do it. When it comes to pre-orders, right? Mm-hmm. Every pre-order goes Pulse and Amazon. I do both. Discord, yeah. Well, no, yeah. Hit me up on the Discord. Yeah. After this. So Pulse and Amazon, I pre-order everything. Right? Whichever one comes first, I cancel the other, like most people do. Well, see, that's the thing. I only order from Big Bad Toy Store under specifications. If it's a Commander or a Titan, I find that Big Bad Toy Store gets them first or close to first, right? When it comes to leaders, if it's a leader I really want, who came with Windblade? Tell me that, Toy Cave. But in the meantime,
came with them.
Big Bad Toy Store for Commanders and Titans, I'll do a pre-order. But if it's a leader, only if it's a leader that I really want, like a Soundwave, Megatron. But if it's like leader, Unicron Soldier, I'll get that whenever. I don't care. So that's my stipulations for a Big Bad Toy Store. But anything under that, Voyager and Deluxe, I don't bother because Amazon and Hasbro will get them to me. So with Onslaught, Big Bad Toy Store sent them first. I canceled Amazon, right?
Yeah.
But when I went to cancel it from Pulse wouldn't let me click on it to cancel, and not because it was already sent. Just when I went to hit Onslaught, it took me back to the main page. Same thing it did for a Monstructor. I kept trying to cancel it, and it was like it wouldn't even let me go in to where I would cancel it. So it ended up coming in the mail, and I need that guy.
It might have processed. That's why.
No, I just said it didn't process. It was like a month I was trying to do it. For Monstructor, I tried to cancel it from the second I pre-ordered it. Because I pre-ordered it on a whim, like, ooh, Monstructor. I had it when I was a kid. Everybody's getting them. I want in. I want to be like at the cool kids table. And then 3 seconds later, I was like, wait a minute. I don't want Monstructor. So I tried to cancel it. And now it came in the mail, and I'm too lazy to send it back. So I'm stuck with the Monstructor for the rest of my life. I'm probably going to open them. But complaining is my other favorite hobby. So I'm going to do that too. Okay. You got Monstructor. I saw you did. Did you do a? I'm not gonna fall asleep until I get the word out of my mouth. A review. You didn't do a review for every one of them?
No. I did a short, but I'll do the review once we get from the Swindle fever and the Bruticus fever.
Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about Swindle and Vector Prime yet.
Well, we kind of did, but didn't.
Well, I mean, not enough. We got to talk about it some more. I mean, it's Swindle. He's like the greatest Combaticon of all time. Matter of fact, there was another Transformers cartoon that Swindle was in. Whatever cartoon it was, I didn't watch it. But I want to know, were all the Combaticons in it, or was it just Swindle? And whatever other cartoon that, it wasn't G1. He wasn't in Transformers Prime, but there's some cartoon that Swindle was in. And I didn't hear them talk about any other Combaticons, so I don't know if they were in it or not.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, me either. I should have looked it up, but
or is it like a G.I. Joe or something you're referring
to?
No.
Like it was another Transformers. It was like Transformers Animated or Transformers Cybertron or one of those. It was some Transformers
cartoon. Cyberverse.
Could have been if he was in it, but I just want to know if there is a cartoon where Swindle is in without the other Combaticons.
They said
boom. There we go.
Yeah, right there.
Animated and Earthbound. I think it was animated. Yeah. That is very interesting because like I said, he's a very popular character. And I had said before, I thought I was like one of the few people who was like, oh, I'm paying attention to Swindle in the cartoon. Come to find out, he's like a fan favorite across the world. So I'm like, oh, okay, well then, yeah. It's just he's just super popular, which he should be. Of all the combiners, he's one of the very few that actually has like a personality and they actually went into his character, because they sure didn't do that for any of the Stunticons.
No.
Or the Constructicons, you kind of get like, Long Haul didn't want to carry stuff. Who Mixmaster seemed a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But for the most part, like they just kind of grouped them all together. So Swindle was one of those ones that you're like, okay, like
the personality speak more than the actual combined robot. Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, I like that with him.
Speaking of which, all right, so Swindle, and then we got the new Vector Prime. Did you get that one, or do you have the one from Legacy? Or do you have both?
I have that one. It's unopened.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one is unopened.
Okay. And you don't have the one from Legacy?
No.
What was it about the Legacy one that made you not get it? Because I didn't get it because it wasn't in the cartoon, but I know you collect a lot more than I do. What was your reason for not getting that guy?
I didn't get Vector Prime at first because I didn't like the color scheme, and I found out that they're going to be putting out the 13 Primes here. So that's why I was like, okay, all right, we're going to get Vector Prime again. If they reissue him, I guess it's worth me picking up because he's part of the 13 Primes and I need him, I guess, to complete the 13. But other than that, I mean, it wasn't like I was out going to get Vector Prime because I've seen him before. And to be honest, I kind of like the Vector Prime from the Universe version back in the day from the Transformers generation, where he's actually bigger. He has lights, he has sounds, stuff like that. But because I'm gonna be honest, toys now I feel like they're not as good as they can be without the lights, electronics, the gimmicks, the missiles that fire from the weapons, or some sounds. That's what makes toys. That's what makes kids buy toys. Now the way they do the figures, the only way you got gimmicks, light, and sounds is if you get the Cyberverse toys, and that's only going to be for their Titans. The little ones you see on the shelf just sitting there hanging, there's no button press, he lights up or nothing. Kids like things that they can push a button and bam, it does something. You know what I mean? And
right.
And during that time, they did that. Now, oh no, you just getting here you are, some plastic on the shelf. No gimmicks whatsoever. Take it or leave it.
Now, would you rather these? I'm not going to call them toys anymore. I'm too fancy for that. Would you rather these action figures have light, sound, and spring-loaded weapons, or do you rather them look like the collector figures that they are?
Just like they do with the Marvel Legends Deluxe Collector Series, I would love to see these missiles and weapons to have gimmicks to them. As in, at least just firing. I mean, you guys don't know yet because I just recorded my Swindle review, so I'm still editing that video. So right off the bat, if you don't have it already, so you're not going to know, but you cannot put blast effects into Swindle's arm cannon, and that is a big drawback for me because why did you make it where there's an opening? But you made the opening so big. And when I mean big, the brim of the gun is just too round in the inside where you can't put no blast effects in there. But you gave us something that looks like it should have blast effects compatibility to it. And it doesn't. So it kind of sucks. So
okay. I don't know. I'm, here comes speculation, Vash speculating again. I think that there's going to be a new type of blast effect because I noticed Astro Train's blast effects don't fit on anybody either. And I'm wondering if there's are we getting like a new style to go with the new figures? Because a lot of these blast effects are not fitting, and a lot of these figures are coming with blast effect like type guns and stuff that don't work on the old ones. Look at Brawl. He has like 30 different guns on him and not a single blast effect works for those. Megatron. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. But I would hope that, they know that we love the blast effects. Like, blast effects are the people are putting them in their photography. People are using them in their videos. Like, blast effects help make the toy. If we can get the figure to come with a gun, which we're fighting that battle as it is.
Yeah, trying to fight to get a gun. Tell me about it. Yeah,
so, once we get the guns, then we can work on the blast effects. But, they have to know that that's something that we really enjoy. All the Marvel Legends are coming with blast effects. Correct. I don't collect a lot of G.I. Joes. I don't know if they're coming with blast effects. But getting back to what you were saying earlier, and everybody has different views on what attracts them to toys and action figures. No, I don't think any opinion of anyone is better or worse than the other, just different because they're coming from different points of view. I do not want spring-loaded, battery-powered anything anywhere near my action figures. Keep them far away from me. And welcome to the chat, 137 Toys. It's good to have you back.
Why can't I
just getting a physical on a Sunday?
Who does that?
So it sounds like you went to like Roscoe's Chicken and Doctors that are open on Sunday nights.
Man, there's only one left out. Well, there's two in California, I think.
Wait, what happened to Brandan? Did I accidentally remove him?
I don't know. I think he just turned his camera off.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Or his dog probably hit his generator again.
No, I just grabbed something. The figure you were talking about, it was on the floor behind me, so I didn't grab it. Keep up my magic.
Wayne, we first of all, welcome to the show again. For anyone who's like watching this, like, oh, what's Vash doing a live stream? Like, this is not my new thing. We're not live streaming here. We came on here because Wayne did have a prior appointment. He was like, Vash, take care of the live stream. And like I said earlier in the stream, I treat responsibility like a hot potato. I was like, yeah. So I did the best I could to get us on here. But next week we will return back to the Energon Tea podcast page where you can see this same type of conversation where we're just randomly bickering and going back and forth about Transformers Sunday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. But Wayne, you're just coming in. I'm sure you have a plethora of things you'd like to talk about. Is there anything that you wanted to bring up on this fine Sunday evening?
Oh man, what are we talking about? Well, first off, I think I just saw your guys' note. Oddly enough, as I left the house, Verizon also decided to have a service outage. So I didn't have any service until I got to the doctor's office and joined their guest Wi-Fi. So as I'm driving back, I'm like, I don't know if they started the stream. Vash said he was having trouble, but now I'm away from the doctor's office, so I have no idea. And it's like on the other side of town. So that was a hot mess. But yeah, I saw that some people are reporting that some of their targets are actually getting the Starscream stock, which is funny. So I don't know. So people are, again, that whole poison of like, I have to have the latest figure and it's Hasbro's fault, so I had to pay a scalper. That sounds like a personal problem.
Correct.
That sounds like a you problem and not a Hasbro problem. So if you paid some greasy, screwball $150 for Starscream because you had to have him because you thought for some reason Hasbro would not release another Starscream figure, that's a you problem.
I said they really release it. It won't be.
So I mean, I wasn't tripping. I mean, Super Robot Ed was making all of his videos like, we need to march to the Capitol and burn, with Target flags. And I'm like, bro, it's Starscream. I'm not even tripping off that. Now, Misfire, on the other hand, I'm still waiting for someone to say, hey, we've re-released Misfire for people that didn't get him, because that figure is still going for $150 to $250 right now in the secondhand market. And that's the only one. They re-released Greenlight. Any other figure that was hard to get, Thrust, Dirge, all of those guys,
Slugslinger,
the individual junior headmasters from the 4-packs, all of that stuff got re-released. So, and Grimlock too. Grimlock was the other big one that people were hurting for, is that they had all 4 other Dinobots, but not Grimlock.
Yep.
And I'm just like, it'll come out. It just,
what I was, here's the thing, because I was saying how I wanted to make sure that I got Starscream, like, when the pre-orders came out or whatever, and how I am with everybody. And somebody was like, oh, you need to have it first. I'm like, I don't need to have it first. I just need to have it when it comes out. Right. So if everybody gets it from Target, I'm like, cool, I just want to be there then. I don't want to be like, oh, you guys got it from Target, I'll get mine in 3 months. Like, no, I want it like now. Like, it reminds me of like when I'm watching a television show. Like right now, I am watching Cape Fear. Actually, it just ended. Cape Fear on Apple TV, I promise, is one of the best shows on television. I think everybody should watch it. I absolutely adore Cape Fear. Javier Bardem, I know he's an award-winning actor, but I never paid attention to him until this show, and I was like, I see what everybody's talking about. That man is fantastic.
No Country for Old Men, dude. You got to watch it.
I saw it, and in it, I was like, he's good, but I didn't get it. Like, not like he didn't do anything for me. But in this show, I'm like, oh, I see. You're good. But when I was watching it, I kept telling my friends, turn to Cape Fear, and nobody did. And now the show's over, I'm finished, and they're all starting, and I'm like, I want to talk about it now. That time has passed. Like,
it's rough.
Yeah. So same thing with this. Like, I want to be in the end when the end is in.
You know what the problem is, too, with the Starscream thing? Is that I think Hasbro said, like, stay tuned to the middle of the week, we're going to do something where we're going to announce the figure. So in my head, I'm like, okay, Wednesday or something, they're going to make some kind of announcement. I'm making my daughter breakfast. It's 9:00 in the morning. And then I see like a story from a mutual, like typical Hasbro, Starscream got announced and sold out. And I'm like, what? It's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Wednesday. They said Wednesday was the announcement day. So I'm like, what do you mean? And then I go on Hasbro Pulse. Yeah, sold out.
Wow.
And so I'm like, well, I guess I'll go to Target, even though like I would rather not even own Starscream than pre-order from Target. And sure enough, we know what happened with that. So I'm just like, like they've already screwed the pooch. So in my head too, with Hound and the Hot Rod re-release, is that if you didn't get in on the pre-orders, when they did get them in the store, they didn't put them on the shelf. You had to order it through the app and you had to pick it up at guest services. They wouldn't put those figures out on the shelf because people steal.
Yeah. Sounds like the PlayStations back in the day with the PS5s.
Oh, that's
right. They're just used to that because they're just used to that because of the Pokemon people. And they know that people have been buying Transformers and figure swapping them and throwing them back on the rack. So they knew it was going to happen with that figure. So I just figured the same thing for Starscream. Like when he shows up, I'm going to have to order him on the app and then I'll just go drive to Timbuktu and pick it up from guest services because that's what I had to do for Hound.
See, and I say over and over on my page that my Target is a half hour from me. I can't go. But when I can go, I always check the app just to see like, is it worth going? I never see anything at this store. Like we're in the middle of like snake and deer country. Like they're not sending like the latest figures to this Target.
Right.
They're probably going to like Chicago, New York. I would imagine. I don't know, but they're definitely not coming to Lynchburg, Virginia.
I mean, they have like the worst inventory system of any company too. Because like I told you, I made 2 reels today with like these McFarlane Elite figures that I picked up randomly. And I was like, well, before I buy these, let me see how much they are. Because I remember all the comments was, these are too expensive. McFarlane is blah, blah, blah. I don't buy McFarlane figures, but I like those comics because I bought them when I was 12. So I'm like, let me scan these and see how much they are before I end up spending like $150 on 2 toys. And when I scanned it, it gave me the price. It was like $40. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that's all right. And but it also said out of stock, not in stock at this store. And I'm like, all right, well, that's weird because I'm holding it. So I just scanned it, but it says it's not in stock. So someone must have found it somewhere wedged in something. And I imagine the Starscreams are going to be the same exact thing. They're probably actually sitting at stores. And it's just because they don't ever put their new inventory of stuff out that it's probably in a pile of, backlog that they don't care to stock anyways because it's a high theft item.
I wonder what their rules are. I mean, I've never worked at Target, so I mean, I'm not gonna shame them or fault them. I don't know the behind the scenes. I just know when I get there and work and look at the shelves, what I see. And every release date, like for Target, the release dates are usually on a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But every release date, I would go to Target. I have yet to see the new figures on the shelf on release date for my Target. I have found them later on, but I'm like if it was a pair of Nikes. The release date, you got to line down the block. You need to have those Nikes out and ready for the minute that store opens. I guess Target's like, we'll get to it when we get. Target is like the DHL of consumer shopping.
They're the worst.
You'll get it when you get it.
They're the worst.
Like I said, it all depends on how your Target is. If your Target is from what I was told when I go to the Target by my house, it's not one of their top sellers. It's like the one by my house is the bottom tier of Targets.
Mm-hmm.
They call it I'm trying to remember the name that they call the Target stores that are the top sellers. So your superstore Targets, those are your big market or high end markets, they call it. And then your stores where they're not super center, they're considered your low tier markets. And then you got the ones that are just really, really small Targets, then those are like, we're about to close you down Targets because we don't know why you were keeping you open. And that's the type of Target I have in my area. And that's what I was trying to tell you. Well, Wayne, you missed it. Some of these Targets, like I said, only a select few. If you were in a very high market Target or where that Target is selling this amount every year, millions, those are the stores that are going to get all the exclusives. And like I said, right now, the store in my area that has it's 45 minutes away. It's sold out right now. They're by the airport. So they're going to get tons of traffic because the airport and Target is less than 2 minutes away. So because it's by the airport. People are leaving the airport. They want to get their groceries out the way real quick. Then they're on the way to pick up last minute things to get on the plane, and stuff like that. So they had all three and sold out within the day of having all three, Proud, Insecticons, and Starscream. And it's just amazing that it's the way I guess you could say the stock goes to various targets is unfair, because a smaller store like mine will get one or two, and they won't get a case of three like you see people on Facebook. Because I seen a dude, he said he had 6 back, stocked on the shelf, and I'm like, mine doesn't have any. And then when you have those smaller stores, they come in totes. And the reason why I know this, because I used to work at Target. Toys was not my department, but when I did work there for a short amount of time, those totes, what they do is they'll start in the warehouse or whatever in the back room for Target, and they'll throw one figure in here, one figure in this one figure in this one. They'll box the tote up and ship it to the 3 Targets in that area. And then they'll start with another tote doing the same thing, because even when they had like whole cases of the Age of the Prime toys like Vash, what I'm trying to say is, like your Target, you may get 2 figures of that new wave on your shelf, and I'll get 1. And then because Wayne is in California, he may get like the whole wave. Like, it just depends on how that store is in sales, is how much they get in product, and especially exclusives. So the small ones get screwed over. It's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm in California. Everybody gets an allotment.
Speaking of geography, I want to go back to the chat. Listen, for the chat people, I'm very sorry. I try to keep an eye on the chat, but I'm also talking to Wayne and Brandon, and every once in a while I will get over there. Kung Fu Hustle 99 and Tailgate 009. You guys are from Chicago or live in Chicago. I love Chicago. One of the best food scenes in the country. People don't talk about it enough. It's not just a deep dish pizza, just all their sandwiches, the hot dogs. Hot dogs could be sandwiches, but what a great food scene. As a matter of fact, Brandon and I are discussing, or actually all 3 of us are trying to discuss making it to BotCon Chicago next year. And if we do go, I will be food touring the entire city all weekend long, going for the best of the best. I don't want any Applebee's or Olive Gardens. I want the low, the street, only mom and pops, the neighborhood knows, best street food in the city. I'm coming for it. I can't wait.
I'm riding with Vash because I ain't gonna have no car.
Yeah, I'm trying to get robbed, so we're hitting the streets.
Well, you can say that about anywhere, but let's do it. Let's head down to Wabash Street in Washington and get all the best of the best.
Yeah, no, that the reason why I laughed when you said the Applebee's thing is because when I went to New Orleans, my Uber was taking us around. He's like, "Yeah, you don't want to be in the French Quarter. That place is disgusting. They got real food out here." In the neighborhoods and Applebee's and I was like, bro, just shut up. Just shut up, bro. I didn't come all this way to go to no damn Applebee's.
Absolutely.
Yes,
oh my God. New Orleans. I ate my way through all of New Orleans, and I had nothing I'd ever had before. The shrimp and grits, the catfish, the oysters, the mussels, the alligator. Oh my God, what a great place. I think getting hungry.
Yeah, one of their mainstays actually moved out here to California. It was Willie Mae's Scotch House, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Been there since the 1920s. They moved out to Santa Monica, California. But that's one of the few places that I ate out there. And, the lady tried to clean up our table. Like, are you guys done with this? And I balled up my fist. And I was like, don't you touch anything on this table. I was eating like I had an infinity stomach. It was actually hilarious. But I do have a segue question.
Yes.
What does the R on Gizmo Duck's chest stand for?
Is that a trivia question?
I have no idea what it means. Is it is it 2 letters?
I honestly, first of all, I didn't even know it was an R until you said something. Is it an R? I thought it was for. I thought it was like a AC or something.
Well, that's the thing, is that I was looking at the R and I'm like, his name's not Robot Duck, it's Gizmo Duck. So
Oh, maybe because I'm seeing it backwards. I don't know. I never even isn't what's on his head. Oh, that's just a stripe. I have no idea. You know what? Oh, speaking of ducks, somebody asked the other day a trivia question, and they were like, "What was Scrooge McDuck's arch enemy's name?" And I was like, "Oh,
the Iris."
I know exactly. I know exactly who it is, but I couldn't think of his name. And I was like, "Oh shoot, what was his name?" And I'm not gonna say it yet. I'll say it a little later. But it was one of those things that, like, I watch DuckTales all the time. I knew DuckTales, and I guess maybe it's just because it's been 160 years. I forgot. But I thought that was a really good question because I was like, I have no idea, but I know it.
It actually stands for Robo-Duck. I guess that was the original name of the character, and then they changed it to Gizmo Duck.
I said that.
Interesting. I remember
I'm just fact checking.
His mama liked TV.
I saw the show. I just know that was, the general name until they gave him an actual name. I'm not saying nobody could have figured it out, but I just remember that from the cartoon.
Yeah,
I didn't like DuckTales, but I watched DuckTales when there was nothing on.
Oh no, I watched the hell out of DuckTales.
Yeah, I loved me some DuckTales.
I love Gizmo Duck. I used to look forward to any episode he popped up on, and I think that just has to do because of Transformers.
Probably.
See, I didn't watch Disney like y'all. I watch more of your Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Like if you
I don't think that came on Disney. It came on Warner Brothers. So like everything that not even Warner Brothers. I think most of the Warner shows showed up either on Fox or what eventually became UPN for most people. But it could be like your local broadcast station. So it was Warner Brother Properties, and I think Gizmo Duck just aired like along with like Animaniacs, which was like on Fox in my area.
Yeah, I think it was on
Fox USA too. It was USA and WB.
That might have been later on. I mean,
because WB got their own network like later on. But Animaniacs, I don't believe originally aired on the WB channel.
Yeah, no, it definitely started on Fox for us in Virginia. But Brandon, aren't you like 10 years behind us though? Like, I don't think you were watching cartoons when we were watching. Things might have changed by that time.
I thought DuckTales came out in like the early 90s.
Early 90s, yeah. So you would have been like 5 or something.
Yeah, I saw it. We had cable, man.
Was it the early 90s? I thought it was late 80s.
Nah, DuckTales and all that stuff was like 92, 93.
You sure it wasn't Disney?
There wasn't a Disney Channel unless you had cable.
Yeah, there was no Disney Channel. There was a Disney Channel. Because remember, Kids Incorporated. There was a Disney Channel.
Cartoons was in the morning.
I don't know, but either way.
Yeah. We're all going to be wrong on this one because it's based on whatever your television network is, in your area too. All the channels are different.
Gotcha.
Fox
11 for me could be Fox 23 for you.
Correct.
So as you guys know, I have a terrible memory. Did we last stream? Did we talk about how? We did talk about like the triple changers and how they haven't gotten a triple changer right yet, and they need to upgrade us to commander class triple changers in order to get like good triple changers. And that was us talking about that, right?
I think we segued into that because we were talking about Astro Train, and I know there's a triple changer which is his name is escaping me now, Octane, that everybody wants a new figure of, but after the Astro Train debacle, I'm like, you know what, just leave them alone. If you're gonna do what you did to Astro Train to Octane, don't even give me a new one.
I'm kind of with you there. I'm kind of with you. Like, don't get me wrong, I do want a new one, but the old one is not so bad that I take a messed up one over it. I think the old one at least still stands. And
I think that's why a lot of people like misconstrue what I say too about the Studio Series 86 Astro Train. I don't think it's a bad toy. It's just that I overpaid for my Astro Train. I bought mine secondhand, so I spent $100 for Astro Train because of that same thing. Like, I missed out on Astro Train, so I had to buy it secondhand.
Right.
So for me to replace that Astro Train, even when the Dramatic Capture came out, I'm like, well, I'm not replacing that just for Astro Train. Like, I'm okay with how Blitzwing looks. I don't care if his legs are more milky. You know, in Starscream, like I don't need another Coronation Starscream. What am I going to do with the one I got?
Yeah, I don't need another Coronation Starscream. Don't get me wrong. If they make one, I'll get it, but I don't need another one.
So that was like my whole mentality. I'm like, you know, if I didn't buy that, then, you know, with the mentality too that they were going to revisit that figure and make a new one, then, you know, like why even, you know, dip my foot in that pond if it's just better paint?
Right.
So, yeah, but then I pre-ordered Astro Train before he was even announced. And then when I saw what he looked like, I canceled it.
Would you order it on Walmart?
Walmart, yeah. When the listing leaked, I ordered it. It was the first thing I've ever pre-ordered on Walmart. And you pay for, you know, stuff up front on Walmart. So I paid the whole $60 up front for him.
Up front? I pre-ordered. Matter of fact, I pre-ordered and got my Astro Train from Walmart. I didn't pay up front. I would never pay for something up front on a pre-order.
They refunded me $60. So.
Oh wow! Wait, did you pay it through some different
PayPal?
Deal? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they're gonna take that money right away.
Disney Afternoon. I knew it was on Disney.
Oh, Disney Afternoon. Like I said, it's different for everyone. Toy Cave is also from California, so everything's different. It depends on who that stuff was subcontracted out to.
They won't let me join the chat. You got me locked out.
Wait,
no,
what?
You just have to sign in a StreamYard with your Google or your YouTube account.
Yeah, the Octane is from Titan's Return. Good one.
Yeah, Dwayne, do you have that one? That's the one I have.
I have that one.
It's the only one there is. So yeah, if you have Octane, that's the one you have.
There's two versions of that figure.
What?
There's the US version and there's the Takara Legends version, which I think probably comes with an added minifigure or something.
And there's also the Generations version too. Don't forget, they made Generations in 2008.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like a side swipe like Akin mold because originally it was Optimus Prime. Then I think there's a Megatron that uses that mold. Broadside is retooled from that. There's a whole bunch of toys that use that mold.
Wait, Broadside is a retool of
that figure. Yeah, when you pop his little neck thing up, it's the same thing.
But they all have that. Astro Train has that.
They're all retooled from the same. A retool of a figure uses basically like the core, like the like if you were talking an airplane, like the fuselage. All it is different wings, different arms, different stuff to get you to the same place.
Yo, this is the second time my mind has been blown today. Number one, I had no idea. And number two, earlier today, Super Robot Ed, who I'm a huge fan of. I think we're all huge fans of Super Robot Ed. How can you not be? But he commented on my video about Studio Series 86 Starscream, and I had said it was the same as Earthrise Starscream. Not the new one, the Coronation Starscream. I was like, it's the same figure. And Super Robot Ed was like, no, it's not. It's a whole new mold. And
yeah,
excuse me. I honestly, all this time, if I put the two of them next to each other, I would never know the difference other than those moving fingers. I don't know why I had to do this for you to understand moving fingers.
Right.
You wouldn't have gotten it if I didn't do this.
Coronation Starscream is the only one that has articulated hands out of that mold. The new one has waist rotation, which the other one doesn't. And then the whole mechanic with the double canopy doing the flip around thingamahoo got replaced. So it's a completely new mold, but you can see where it got inspiration from the prior mold. The way that the arms work are completely different. The legs are definitely completely different on how they operate. I think there's more of like a hinge with the Earthrise one, where the new Studio Series one, like you don't know when you're like fully there or fully not there yet. You're just like, well, this looks aligned, and then when it's a jet, it's not like none of the pieces are where they're supposed to be, but it's like good enough. And like I hate that about that mold.
I noticed that, yeah. Real quick, Toy Cave Studios, who was a good friend, I believe, of all three of us. He was on our San Diego Comic-Con live stream. He says he will never get the new Astro Train, right? I would never tell somebody you should buy something. But what I would say is don't push it to the side so quickly, because the train and shuttle mode on that thing are far superior, in my own personal opinion, than the War for Cybertron one. And I think it does, like when it comes to triple changers, it it has a standing because it's 2 out of 3 of those modes are very good.
What's funny about that figure too is that in my head, if you don't have Astro Train, then your best bet's to get the Studio Series 86 Astro Train because it's a shelf warmer. Like we all know it's a shelf warmer. It may not be on shelves at the moment, but at some point that guy's going to be on discount. People are going to be going nuts wherever it is they buy discount toys from. The real estate for the Netflix Astro Train, especially the dramatic capture one, went way up because of that figure.
Yeah.
So the dramatic capture Astro Train before, you could probably buy like maybe $60-$70 if anybody was willing to let go of that one figure, if they just wanted the Starscream and the Blitzwing. But I think most people bought that for the Astro Train out of that set. So the people willing to split that setup, I think you can get the entire dramatic capture set for like $200 plus. And then if you want the individual figure, it's like $120 to $100. So it's like, if you really like that Astro Train, which it's not really that great of a toy either, you know, looks wise, it's great, but like it's loose as shit. Like it can't stand up on its own. You immediately have to do, you know, what other people call the pledge trick. In my particular case, I use clear nail enamel.
Yeah, yeah, that works.
I just put that in the joints of any of these loosey-goosey figures that I buy. But I was pissed when I bought the original Astro Train and I put him on my shelf and he immediately fell backwards. Like he cannot stand on his own.
Wait, which original? The War for Cybertron season?
The War for Cybertron one.
Yeah.
I paid $80 for this figure. I opened it up. It couldn't stand on its own. And when they announced a dramatic capture, I'm like, why would I buy the same shitty toy twice?
Right.
Like paint is not enough for me.
For the most, see, that's the thing. For me, I would say for the most part, it's not. Like I didn't get the dramatic capture, but I did get the Studio Series 86 Blitzwing, even though I already had the Legacy, only because I like the shade of purple for the Studio Series 86. No other reason. I mean, it's the same exact figure, comes with all the same accessories. There's nothing changed but the paint. Although I'm hesitant to say that, seeing as how, you know, I was so wrong about Coronation Starscream. But I feel like it's the same exact toy. I only got it because I like the colors better. But I wouldn't do that all the time. Maybe I would. Who am I kidding?
Right. Yeah. Go ahead, Brandon.
I was just going to say, since you're talking about the Coronation Starscream, let's be real. Hasbro is going to find a way to join that Starscream with this new one and give us open hands. I'm telling you. They're going to call it.
They said, too, there's no plans.
Huh?
They said there's no plans for it.
I'm just saying. They always do it. They always do it. Like the one thing with Coronation Starscream, you can open and close the hands. The next Starscream or Secret they give us, they're going to give us open and closing hands. And they're going to try to somehow make us rebuy that character, even though the one we just got with no open and closing hands, which is still good. But everybody's going to want to open and close his hands because, you know, you can have him like actually holding the crown like he's about to put it on with the open hands. But you can't do that with fists trying to put it on.
I love your enthusiasm, but Hasbro's not even including guns with like shitty figures. So it's
we were just talking about that. We're not
the fact that you think like they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this Seeker, this is the one. You know, when we re-release Thrust, we're gonna give him opening hands.
Oh, wait, speculation. What if this whole Target debacle was a plan from the beginning to give us a new Starscream, like a Coronation Starscream, and they were like, you know what, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. The supposed insider that posted the Target stuff saying that they just didn't want to pay the import costs at the dock to get there because Hasbro made the toys. But this is also what I've talked about, like with Chris Jam. Like when Walmart or Target does these exclusive things, they pay for the figures up front. Hasbro's made their money. Hasbro doesn't care what happens to those toys at that point because they made their money. Nobody from Hasbro is going to be like, we're going to see what we can do. Like they're going to be doing the Scrooge McDuck, swimming in their money because they got paid.
Right.
If Target says they don't want to ship it, go ahead, Brandon.
No. I just want to, you are on the money. That's all I just want to add real quick. That keyword Target is the one that doesn't want to do it. because that whole article that I sent you guys earlier in the week, if Target's not making any money on these exclusives and they're paying higher import fees through tariffs and all this stuff, they're not going to keep getting these exclusives. Unfortunately, all our exclusives are not made in the United States. They're not made in Canada. They're made overseas. And then all of a sudden we have to pay import fees for the products that we want. And if Target sees that the import fees and the toy itself is not worth them trying to put it on the shelves to make $5, this is going to happen for all their exclusives going forth. Not just
you also have to take into account, like, we're thinking tariffs, right? On the baseline, that's what their focus is on, tariffs. What everybody's not realizing is that war in Iran that our president, kicked off, is raising gas prices and lowering gas resources around the world. It's not just affecting us. Australia almost ran out of gas. They announced they only had like a week supply of gas when Trump first started doing this stuff. Somebody else, I think India, announced that they only had like a month of gas left. So you can only imagine the countries where these toys are made, like Vietnam or something like that. On top of your tariff fees, your cost of fuel to get something across the ocean also skyrocketed. So if Target's not going to make any money, sailing that stuff over here, put it in China. We'll make our money over there. But we're going to get our lick back. That's all it comes down to. I don't care if the fans buy the toys or not. Hasbro got paid. It's Target's problem. Target's like, well, we got to get paid too, and we're getting the raw deal because we already paid for these up front. But then we gotta eat in our own profit to get the toys over here to hope we make our money back. And right now, that's a logistics nightmare with any company doing retail, especially if they get their product overseas. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, you're a Hasbro shill." I'm like, bro, just go read some news. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm not on Facebook saying this stuff. Like, go look it up. Any kind of goods. I work in manufacturing.
Heard. But all right. So, in the meantime,
yeah. So instead of being a Debbie Downer, everybody, sorry. Back to toys. Sorry, I said the big T up in here.
So okay, let me ask you this. Yeah, talk to me. What's up?
Don't forget about the news in our area, man.
What's going on out there?
All the new waves, all the new toys come out in Virginia.
Yeah, well, let's talk about. All right, well, we're going to talk about that. But actually, I was just going to say, Wayne, did you get Swindle and Vector? Did you order?
No, you guys jumped on the CMD thing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to buy that Vector Prime. And then Toy Arena was doing pre-orders, but I'm like, I'm not going to go out of my way for like one figure. If I could get the whole wave and Starscream and make it worth the drive, because it's an hour to get to Toy Arena. Otherwise, it's a flat $10 shipping fee for me to order. And it's like, do I really want it that bad where I'm going to pay an extra $10 on top of what it's already going to cost me from Hasbro?
Right.
No.
I would not. Absolutely not. There's no way. $10?
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah, like and that's why I said, like, the last time I went to Toy Arena, you saw me come home with a bunch of dumb stuff. I came home with a Destro. I don't even collect G.I. Joe like that. I got a $100 Destro thing that Computronomus still doesn't have, and he's salty about it.
How does he not have it? He's on top of everything.
He pre-ordered it from Hasbro. They haven't shipped it yet.
Oh, right. Okay.
But Toy Arena is like one of those places, like they get their allotments before all the retail stores.
At least you have a Toy Arena. There's nowhere around here like that. Like,
right.
Aren't there a couple of stores like that on the West Coast? We have nothing over here.
They're all over the place, but also it's like Frankensons. I've heard that name for probably the last like 10 years. I've never been.
But it's on the West Coast though, yeah?
Yeah, it's also like an hour away from me or somewhere. I think it's like in Orange County or something. It would be like a 2-hour drive for me. And again, I hear they also raise their prices. So I'm not going to go out of my way. I could go to Universal, like City Walk. They have like that whole Transformers memorabilia store. They probably have Starscream there, but like for $60 or $70.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they mark everything up because it's tourists that go there.
Yep.
I wonder if the Transformers store in Universal has that too in Florida, in Orlando.
They might, but still, like I got to pay $25 for parking. I got to pay that premium fee from the store at the theme park. It's not even worth it for me.
Yeah, I remember going to Universal here in Florida and seeing, it might have been Marvel Legends at the time. It could have been Transformers. I don't know, but I just remember seeing action figures there that I do collect, and the price for them was just outrageous. And I was like, who would buy these?
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't even look at them.
Go ahead, Brandon. Were you going to say something?
They had a commander class there that actually was found there first before it was found at retail. And I think it was it Motormaster was there or something? I know one of them was there before it hit retail at Universal, but it definitely was like $100, which $100 isn't bad now. But at the time, the commanders were like $80-something. So.
Yeah, it was probably Ultra Magnus or the Optimus Prime figure.
Our commanders still as hard to get as they were back then, because I remember when Ultra Magnus came out, when Motormaster came out, those were both debacles. People could not get their hands on them if you didn't do a pre-order. I can't remember if people were finding them in the store, but I just remember those two in particular being a huge debacle trying to get. They even re-released.
They re-released Ultra Magnus. I think you can get him now, but I'm trying to think. Like, it's been like what, 2-3 years since he came out.
Yeah.
So some people, it's like if they can't get a figure like within a window, they'll either go to a trade show to get the figure, they'll go through eBay or something like that, and by the time it's like readily available for you to pick it up, like 2 to 3 years later, like you don't know like what the distribution of Transformers is going to be like. So
ever,
I think everybody's like, if I don't buy it now, there's no chance that this is gonna. Like, I have to have faith in the company that constantly lets me down. that they're going to release another wave of these. And now Ultra Magnus is just kind of sitting like at Big Bad Toy Store and TF Source. But I mean, even to that point, like Earthrise Warpath, he was like the one figure I had so much trouble getting. And then like TF Source, they're at TFCon. I'm like, dude, please tell me you guys have Earthrise Warpath. And they're like, no, but we're going to get a shipment in a couple of months of the figure. This is like 3 years after he came out. They're like, we haven't got our shipment from Hasbro yet.
What?
And by the time they eventually got him, like I had bought him from another vendor used.
Dude, I was just thinking about, and I was actually going to bring up during tonight's live stream how it's so funny which Transformers you wouldn't think are going to be hard to get, because just like you were looking for Warpath, I have Kingdom Warpath, but during the move and moving into a small apartment, I had to put him in a box and everything. He scratched up. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Nobody cared for that figure. Let me just get another one. I cannot find that guy at a decent price. And the same with Huffer. My Huffer is so scratched up, I don't even want anybody to see it. So I'm like, oh, let me just grab another Huffer. I'm sure it'll be, because like Pipes I can get for like $15 on like Big Bad.
Right.
But Huffer is like $60. And I'm like, it's Huffer. Nobody.
It's Huffer.
Why is it? Why
he's got the Devastator problem too with his little shotgun. Like he can't. It just swings around in his hand.
Yeah, and it's super thin on his sides. I hate when you go to plug them in and they'll plug in, but they'll fall out if you just stare at them too long.
Yeah,
but
I'm ashamed of how much I paid for this.
Brandon, do you have a Huffer sitting around you? I wouldn't be surprised.
Over there, it's over at the shelf.
For anybody. For those of you who are like watching this stream that haven't watched us on the Energon Tea podcast normally, no matter what Transformer we're talking about, somehow, and we don't schedule this, we don't talk about this ahead of time. We're just having random conversation. And out of nowhere, I'll see like, oh, we need Scattershot or whatever. And Brandon will be like, I have him right here. Like, just no matter who we're talking about or when. It's ridiculous.
Look at this.
Swing that thing. Swing
Woo!
that thing.
Horrible. And he's got a shield. I think I threw it in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah, I don't use that shield at all.
Oh, but these guys right here were a nightmare at TFCon. So when they originally released, they released one of these guys with a Decepticon, either Pounce or Wingspan, and then the same thing, they released this one with Pounce or Wingspan. But when I went to TFCon the year before, I got a 2-pack of Pounce and Wingspan together. So I'm like, well, I already have Pounce and Wingspan, so let me get these guys individually. $30 a piece.
Okay.
And I found, and Transformers Land, I was telling you, like, that booth had me in a chokehold because I was literally in their bin. I'm like, I need that one. I need that one. But I'm like, let me not spend $500 as soon as I walked in this, this room.
Yep.
So I'm like, it'll be back. No, nobody's going to buy these. I came back the next day. That bin was empty. Someone bought everything out of that bin. So I had to buy these dudes separate at 2 different booths.
Discounts. All right. The first, so you're, go ahead,
Brandon.
Oh, I was going to say they would reissue that with Amazon. So like we stated earlier, it will get reissued. Long as the first 5 years.
Look up the Amazon reissue, how much it's going for right now from Amazon.
I mean, yeah, if you're getting it now,
it's like $100 right now.
When they first came out, you're right. There was like one Autobot, one Decepticon, and a 2-pack. But there was no other 2-pack. It was just that one. To get the other ones, the Autobot came in a 5-pack with like one of the side swipes and somebody else, and then the other one came in another like 5-pack with a whole bunch of. So it was just like they just made it almost impossible to get them until they reissue both 2 good guys and 2 bad guys. And
yeah, so I bought Pounce and Wingspan in a 2-pack.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like one of those brown boxes,
right?
So these 2, Fastlane and whatever the other one's name is, they came in one of the brown boxes that you couldn't see, so you had to know like what its like lot number was,
right?
Because that's what shipped from Amazon.
Yeah, one of them came in the stores. One of them was not hazmat,
an exclusive. I think that was the other thing too, is that one set of these guys was like a Walmart thing, and then like the other set was like a Target thing, and that's why people had a problem. I was like, why are these guys so expensive?
Walgreens, I thought.
But then, Walgreens. That's what it was. That the most random store like ever.
Ridiculous.
And I missed them.
And the thing is, they're not even like amazing characters. Just like, why is this character that like I really, really don't care about taking up so much of my real estate in my mind? Like, it's crazy. Like I Bumblebee get like this. Oh, I hate that.
That's a big ass spoiler.
That is so tacky. Like, come on. Like, you guys didn't even try on this one. That one, Fastlane really let me down with that thing in the back of its head more than anything else. But that's what I said. Wait, Brandon, say that again.
We're gonna get an update of that because that was with the what's the name, John Warden or Warren group. We're gonna get updates of that. Just wait.
He did say season 4 figures are gonna come in this new
part of that way. Yep.
Generation. Like, let me tell you something. I'll take. If they don't remake them, if they don't, I'm fine because they're not that serious characters to me. But if they do make them better, I absolutely will get them. But I just, dude, as long as I can get those 3 Target Masters without the Headmaster gimmick, Trigger Happy, Misfire, and Slugslinger, that's what you can keep the same figures. No, because they don't have ankle tilts, and I love me some ankle tilts. But other than that, they were great figures, except for I just don't want that Headmaster gimmick.
It depends on the deco too. That's what's messed up because I think like Slugslinger is the one that has like 3 different repaints now.
Yeah,
he has the 2-pack with Sandstorm where he's like dark blue, and that's like what the cartoon colors.
See what I mean?
Yep.
See what I mean?
Hey,
this one right here.
I never opened it, but yeah, I got it right here. I only bought it because of this guy right here.
Yeah, I bought it because I wanted that face on Sandstorm because the single Sandstorm had the other face, which I was like, eh.
That too.
Good win. Yes, I need a new Ratchet too. I want a new Ratchet.
Yeah, this one right here is gold.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, is that the one that came? The Legends.
This
one?
is the Takara Legends Misfire. This is a $250 toy.
Wait, whoa! That's how much you had to pay for Misfire.
I had to pay that much for this guy when I tried to buy him because I wanted the Takara colors. The difference between this one and the one that came out in America is that his eyes are blue instead of pink, and he doesn't have an Autobot insignia on his chest.
Autobot.
Wait.
And this actually comes with the full-on Target Master.
Correct. The correct one.
The correct one.
Correct gun and point.
Wait. I have like 1,000 questions. Hold on.
Right.
I need put that closer because what do you mean Target Master? The Misfire that I have, the Target Master Aimless, who, by the way, I love both of their names. I felt my Aimless is perfect. What's different with your Aimless?
Yeah, so the Target Master that comes with him, and I don't think my camera's gonna.
The things go up.
Right.
Oh, I want that.
$250.
I don't want it that much.
Right, because all of them have fully like articulated Target Masters.
Correct.
Aw.
Correct.
I want my Target Master to have the things up, just like not Sure Shot, Spoil Sport. His two gun pieces come up over. Let me tell you something. Nobody's gonna care, but the scene in the Rebirth when Optimus Prime flies in on the ship and Hardhead's like, "Well, what do you know?" And then he's like, "Show him, Cup." And they introduce all the 6 Target Masters and the Headmasters. He's like, "And we're all Headmasters now, Prime. Watch." I can recite that whole thing. I love the Target Masters. And yes, I remember when Spoil Sport jumps out, he's like, "I'm Spoil Sport, and I can shoot a Decepticon creep at 4,000 yards." And he has the thing going up. I'm so jealous right now. I've never been so jealous before in my life.
Trust me, I had to talk myself out of buying all the Takara Legends versions. And that's what's funny, too, is because they're all Headmasters.
I have another question. So your Misfire, his glasses are red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, mine are blue.
Right.
Like they were in the Rebirth, which is what I prefer. You prefer the red?
Because that's the Japanese colors.
Oh,
and that's what's weird is that so what showed in the Rebirth is what just announced like in the US.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I think the Hasbro colors, most of their painting in the cartoon was based off the toys they released. Whereas the actual Headmasters cartoon that continued in Japan and got a full season, most of these characters are colored differently. So all of the Takara Legends versions have the Japanese Headmasters colors.
And the better.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
That's why I said
I like my Misfire.
So Takara Legends has it more accurate to show. America is more, aka Hasbro, to toy.
Right, and that's the funny thing about all those Headmaster toys that came out. Like they had like the original ones that released that were some were Walmart, some were Target, some were Amazon or something like that. And then they had like different faces, and then Brandan bought like third-party faces for them. And then they did the Takara Legends versions of those figures, which also came with the Headmaster, but it came with like some kind of like little like drone or something like that released like I think in Titan's Return for a bunch of figures. Yeah, so they got like that stuff. And then the Walmart Retro Pack had all of the animation accurate colors for the Japanese show, but had the Takara Legend head molds for all of the figures, so they're all animation accurate.
See, so they're all over the place. Like I need them to
I did a Headmasters video. It explains all of the differences between the toys.
Do the Target Masters too? Because for the Target Masters, I don't think any Transformer came with the right Target Master, but for Pinpointer, you had to buy Megatron. For Misfire, Slug Slinger, Trigger Happy, theirs came separate. Cyclonus's came with the Generation Select. That like it was all over the place. Fire Drive was supposed to be Fire Bolt, which came with Hot Rod. Like they were just everywhere. You couldn't just buy a figure and its Target Master, which
right. And I think they didn't have the licensing for the names at the time too, when a lot of them came out, and that's why they all have like weird names.
I can change their name. That didn't bother me. What bothered me was like having to track them down. I had to buy that War for Cybertron Megatron to get Pinpointer. I didn't want that Megatron. I already had 30 of them.
Right.
But I had to get it. I could not have a Pinpointer out there and me not have it.
Isn't he the weapon for Crosshairs?
Crosshairs, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get a new one of him too. So just sit tight.
Yeah, I'm surprised they put out another Point Blank and not a Crosshairs. Because
because they corrected the cracking on the toy, so they had to do that, and it's easier for them since this is the repaint wave technically to just throw on a new head and give it a new paint scheme for that mold that they still use, like Fangery, Joyride, Point Blank. What's the last one in that wave? Tailgate. There we go. All repaints, but they're characters that people may not all have or they may want.
Yeah, well, I mean, not to be like nitpicky, Tailgate, they actually at least changed something. It's not just a straight repaint. They gave him a different. I know he has a different head. I don't know if he has a different chest too, but at least his head is different. But yeah, I know usually the last wave is all repaint. But this isn't even the last wave. If we're getting these guys in August, there's no way they're going to go from August till next year without another wave. So we should be looking at something around like November, December at the latest. Because remember, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
Basically, I was saying you're segueing into what we were talking about, how they're showing up in Virginia and all over in Wal-Marts right now.
Yep.
And I don't have them. And neither do you. And neither do you. So it sucks.
Here's my thing.
Nice.
Because remember, I was saying, like, for certain characters, I want to have them when they're out. But the only character in this whole wave that I like really want is Tailgate. And even him, I'm kind of like, I don't need him right this second. I can wait for the pre-orders to come in. There's nobody in this wave that I'm like, oh, like look at, well, Swindle and Vector Prime were the only two, but we got them from CMD store. But and wait,
how was the shipping on that, by the way?
0. I paid $89.47 for those two together. That included everything.
Oh, okay.
Because they're a lower price, but with all the taxes, fees, and shipping, it came out to $89.47, which is penny for penny what I would have paid in store here.
That's pretty good.
Typo too. That we got it. It might have been a price typo for the price we got it for.
No, there's no tariffs in Canada, so they don't get charged what we get charged for figures.
We got charged
because in order for it to come to us, but
right,
like if we lived in Canada, we would have got it at those prices because Canada doesn't pay U.S. tariffs.
Right, but they didn't have to pay the tariffs for it to make it to Canada. If it's shipped to us, the tariff rate between Canada and the United States is super low.
Yeah.
So is that why we're paying $44 for a Voyager now? And
yes. And no other country, not no other country.
Right, because of whatever Hasbro's pricing scale is, and then, the tariff estimation for the toy. That's why everybody thought, like, oh, yeah, tariffs, it's going to go back on the company, it's great for America. Like, no, idiots, you're going to pay that.
This is not for kids, by the way. Viewer discretion advised.
But still, so we got Vector Prime and Swindle. Now, let me ask you this, Wayne. You do need Swindle, right?
I have him pre-order on Hasbro. Like, I'm not hurting for him. And, I have a backlog of figures now. I have Blitzwing up at the top of the shelf. I have the Jetfire I still haven't opened. Like, work's been so crazy. Like, I don't even know, like, what's happened, like, in the news. I've been working, like, 14, 15-hour days. And then I'll probably open our chat at night to see if anything, because Brandan normally will just post news in there even when we tell him, like, don't post that in here, bro. Like, I'm going to see it. I surf the same internet you do, brother. The water is blue over here on my beach, too. I do appreciate that he gets excited about that stuff. So, like, that's when I see the news, whatever it is Brandan shares or whatever. If I have a chance to watch something on YouTube, like, while I'm working, it's either people are complaining about stuff, which isn't news to me. It's just people venting. And then there's like somebody actually posting news like, oh, yeah, Starscreams are actually showing up at Target. Like, okay, that's news.
Yeah. If I can make it to my Target and I see one, I will definitely grab you one. You'll be the first on the list.
I would check the app before even wasting my time.
Well, that's the thing. I would only go to Target if I was already going. I can't. Yeah. I can't take the trip out there just to look for these toys. But if I, like the other day, somebody was like, hey, can you drive over some paperwork for the job? And I was like, ugh. Then I was like, well, it is by Target. Sure, I'll be right there. So like if there's a reason to go, I will. And if there is a reason and I do find it, you are number one on the list to get a Starscream from me. Now, granted, you'll have to hear about it for the next 50 years. Like, well, Wayne, remember that time
of course.
I got you that Starscream. But other than that, there you go.
I told one of my mutuals, Jonathan, because his Prowl got canceled by Target. And I'm like, dude, I have it pre-ordered on Hasbro. Like, I'll send it to you when I get it. I don't need it. I just bought it as insurance. Like, because he's like, you can sell me the old one. I'm like, listen here, brother. I'm not selling that Prowl because it cost me $100. So unless you're going to pay me $100 for the old Prowl, I ain't selling it.
Right.
I don't need the new one. If you would like the new one, I will send it to you. I won't even charge you for it. I'm just buying it to have an extra one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got Prowl because, well, number one, I was going to buy it because of the blue windows. But on top of that, my old Prowl, like a lot of my, so what happened was when I was living in New York, all of my figures were in boxes because there was no room. My apartment was like this big in New York, so I didn't have this. So a lot of my older figures are scuffed up and stuff. So as the new ones come out, I'm like replace, and getting these scuff marks out of here. My prowl is really scuffed up, so I'm glad to be getting this guy out of there.
Yeah. The thing is too, is when I buy stuff secondhand from people, like if they really took care of it, like I feel like now I'm in charge of taking care of this figure. And the prowl figure I got is immaculate. There's no cracks in the glass. I've transformed it back and forth a bunch of times for a video that I did, and he had the Toy Hacks kit installed on it.
Oh, okay.
So it looks, I mean, it looks a million times better than that new prowl. I actually prefer like the clear headlight look.
The Toy Hacks. I've never ordered Toy Hacks. I always take my figures as they come. Very few times have I gotten like an upgrade for my toys. I did get like the spoilers for the Lamborghinis. I got the shoulder rockets for like Mirage, Wheeljack, and stuff like that. But the Toy Hacks stickers, are those always to make them look toy accurate, or is there like Toy Hacks for like cartoon accuracy? I've never even delved into it.
A lot of the figures, they replicate what came on like the G1 toys. So like the again, it's gonna be hard for this camera, but you can see he has like his chevrons that the G1 toy has.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like he's got like tail lights that they made stickers for, highway patrol on like the spoiler. And then you see like on the doors how it says police.
Ooh, excuse me.
And it says Autobot City, like right here.
The
Toy Hacks.
I have that.
Yours does not have this because it's a Toy Hacks kit.
I want the word police.
Right.
Autobot City.
Highway patrol, like on the back, it comes with like red foil for the lamps. It comes with red foil for his horns.
How come I don't know anything? I want all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what Toy Hacks does with their figures. I have their kit on Jazz too, which is awesome. And then he has like some stuff here, like in his waist, which is really hard to see with my lighting because I'm in the dark like a vampire.
Ooh.
But yeah, he has like a little sticker right here. The other one that's really cool is the smoke screen one. I'll grab that.
Brandon, do you have any Toy Hacks? Do you do the whole sticker thing?
I only do them with the G1 figures that I buy. I don't do them with my newer figures. I do have right here. I know you're gonna say you always have something. Yes, I do.
You do.
I got two right here. I got stickers I haven't finished putting up from Toy Hacks.
What were those for?
You guys are gonna like the smoke screen one.
For the KO Scorponok I haven't done.
Wait,
and then
hold on, Brandon.
Here.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me turn the lights on.
Yeah. All right. Continue, Brandon. I want to hear more of your Toy Hacks.
I got, they're G1. Like I said, Scorponox, the Battle Chargers, the Omnibot for camshaft.
Yeah, look at these doors.
Wait, do I have a 38 on mine?
No, it's all Toy Hack stuff.
I don't have anything.
Toy Hacks. So.
And
the number on his chest.
For me and those of us who are like me who don't know anything about this Toy Hacks, what's the going rate for? Let's say I want to get stickers. Do you get stickers for one character? Or do they come in like packs? Like how
you
does
can
work?
get them. So the cool thing with Toy Hacks is that most of these sticker kits are like $10 to $15
for one figure.
And then when you order stuff from them, because you'll have an account, they'll give you a discount and give you like 10% or 15% off your next order. And as you continue to order stuff, that stacks. So some sticker kits I've gotten for like a couple of bucks, just because I'm a repeat customer. Like this is my Studio Series 86 Jazz that has their sticker kit. So he has like the whole Martini Porsche livery on there, all of like the racing logos. Stuff like on the side of his spoilers, the paint like on his rear fenders right here that go all the way around.
Yeah.
That makes
Are those Windows Toy Hacks?
What's that?
Are the Windows Toy Hacks? Because I see they look cel shaded.
Oh no, his windows I still have the clear plastic, but yeah, I'll fold out the doors. I mean, you can see it has like the door stickers and
Oh,
numbers.
okay. Maybe that's just a reflection. Yeah, see the 4 on there like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think you watched my jazz video, and everybody's like, "Oh, you transformed jazz wrong," and I'm like, "No, he had like a whole bunch of paint like on this little thing right here, and I couldn't fold these in." So I always thought it was supposed to be out.
Two things. One, let's talk about the when you transformed your jazz wrong in that video, right? I don't know if you cared, but what I personally, I never like correct anybody on their videos. I private messaged you. This is before we were like super close friends. Like,
oh yeah.
And I was like, hey, just so you know, because I was like, I wouldn't want to like, hey, look, everybody, he transformed it wrong. You know, like I messaged you and said, hey, you know, just so you know that, and of course you were like, hey, like I know already, I can't do it, and I still felt foolish, but I was like, at least neither one of us, you know, had to do it in public.
No, that's okay, because yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, because I'm going to talk about the comments.
No, I was like, I don't even know if this is documented in the instructions, but I'm like, I don't even know what the point of this this stupid thing is.
I don't either, but mine falls
what does
off
it do
all the time. Mine falls off.
Yeah,
I can sit right here and it'll fall off on the shelf. Like that thing comes out every chance it gets. It's so annoying. I think it's just to cover the gap. Maybe I don't know. It's other than that, it serves no purpose.
It's so weird.
It's weird. Really quickly, I see they're having a conversation about there's going to be a Transformers cartoon that's going to be coming on. And yes, it will. It's by Robert Kirkman, who does the Skybound comic. I don't know if he's solely writing it, but he is like one of the leads for creating this cartoon.
The producers. Yeah.
And if it's anything like Invincible, which I have Invincible #1 from the day it came out. I saw it on the comic book shelf. I said, oh, let me take a look at this, Invincible. It was my first time hearing about Robert Kirkman, and I read it, and I was like, this is good stuff. Invincible is an amazing comic book, and the Amazon cartoon of Invincible, produced by Robert Kirkman, is absolutely phenomenal. It's I think season 4 just finished, and they've already greenlit season 5. If you have not watched Invincible, I absolutely recommend that television show. It get ready for blood. It's very violent, very gory, but it's a great story.
Let me ask you a question.
Do you watch it?
Did you ever watch The Walking Dead?
I wasn't gonna bring this up, but since you brought it up, I will say that I was in the comic book store. We were about 100, no, not 100. We were a number of issues into Invincible when I saw Walking Dead #1 on the shelf in the comic book store, and I was like, oh, Robert Kirkman. I like Robert Kirkman's writing. Let me check this out. And I opened it, and it was in black and white. And I was like, black and white? Yeah. And I walked away having not bought Walking Dead.
Yeah, but I think it's a re-release, but I think Walking Dead actually existed before Invincible did, comic book wise. Oh, so maybe. What you opened up, because I think Invincible is doing that right now, where they're re-releasing the books in black and white. But yeah, Walking Dead had like a long-running TV show, and everyone's like, "You gotta watch Walking Dead; it's so good." And like, I just hate zombie stuff. Like, you know, and there's gonna be some dumb, you know, chick on the screen I'm gonna get mad at, because I'm like, anybody with common sense would have left this scenario like a million years ago. Like, oh, my shoe's untied, now I have to let this zombie eat me. Like, I hate zombie shows. So I watched the first season of Walking Dead. We get to the second season, and spoilers for anyone that hasn't or has watched it.
That window has passed.
There's an episode where they go to like a school to get some supplies, and then there's like a nice old white man that lets John Bernthal and the crew into his home, and they're like, we're not going to be able to escape these zombies, and John Bernthal like injures this man, so he gets left behind, and ever since that, I've hated John Bernthal. I'm like, I cannot watch this dude in anything he's in, because like he's like King Joffrey to me in Game of Thrones. He's ended his career. He could have a Spider-Man Brand New Day performance, and I will still remember the asshole that shot that nice man and left him at the school for the zombies. And people hate comic book people. Like they take their Walking Dead seriously. So Robert Kirkman already had a target on his back from like people that have either a love or distaste for his work. So now that he's involved with Transformers, it's either going to get I like what he's doing. It's different, or it's I hate it because my favorite characters are not doing what I want them to do in the book I don't write that I buy. And I just, as a consumer of media since I've been 12, it doesn't make sense to me that anybody get mad about that stuff.
I hear you. I don't fault the actors or anything. I just consume. Now I can't tell you to like zombie stuff. I can't, because people like what they like. I don't like. I absolutely love scary movies. I cannot stand gory movies. I don't want to see blood. I don't want to see anybody's like neck get bent. But have like some creepy intruder in the back while you're like on the computer. Just had to make sure. Like that's scary to me, and that's good. But I don't need to see people's like bones getting broken and stuff. But I love good zombie movies. Black Summer,
Night of the Living Dead.
Nah, that's not.
It's like a cult classic. It's like The Room.
It's like Z1. Yeah. Black Summer. Train to Busan is my absolute favorite zombie movie, and Dawn of the Dead when they're in the mall by Zack Snyder, who I'm not even a huge fan of, but that was a good movie. But I'll leave those three. Yeah, for zombies. But yeah, no gore. I don't want to see blood. I couldn't be a doctor. I'll be like scalpel, and then some blood will spout, and I'll just fall over and faint. Like I can't do blood.
Yeah. Did you end up watching the Odyssey? I know we're not even talking about toys anymore, but I just wanted to ask. Did you guys both watch the Odyssey?
I thought that was the first time in years I was at a movie-going experience. That was absolutely the reason you go to movies, is for that movie.
So I want to take it back a step because I actually don't want to talk about the Odyssey.
Okay, good.
Did you see the other mommy trailer that came on before the Odyssey?
Yes, I did. And I was like, what is this? That was so weird.
I missed the trailers in the first viewing of the movie, and I went to go see it immediately again, and I was tired. And that trailer came on, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to sleep now.
I had no idea what it was going to be about, and even now, I'm just like, what did I just watch? I can't wait to see whatever that is.
Yeah, when people fold up like a pretzel and start crawling after you, like I hate that. It just makes the hair on the back of my neck go up.
Yeah. Now, will you watch that kind of a movie though?
I would watch it, but my wife wouldn't. There's been so many movies. I think there was like a movie that came out with I can't think of the actress's name, but I know she got like blackballed in Hollywood. The lady from Precious.
Oh yeah. Monique.
Monique, right. Yeah. She just did some scary movie on Netflix not too long ago where her kid gets possessed.
Yeah.
And like I told my wife, like, let's watch this movie. She's like, is it a scary movie? I'm not watching it. You can go watch that by yourself. And I have not watched it. I want to see it.
Yeah, no, I have no problem. But let's go back to the toys because we're veering way off. All right.
Vash.
Yes. Talk to me. What's going on? What's new?
We're also getting Swindle and Vector Prime in Wal-Marts too. And your favorite, the Unicron Soldier and Black Zerat in Virginia.
I sure did stop by my Walmart today. Not for them. I happen to have been going anyway. But and I do this every time I go in Walmart, no matter what I'm going for, even if I'm just going to grab a quick pack of gum. I gotta hit the toy aisle because even if there's like nothing out, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything or like something doesn't surprise me. So I always check the toy aisle. And when my family goes, I say to the family, "Hey, what are you gonna do when you get into Walmart?" And they'll go, "Go to the toy aisle," and they have to send me a picture of the Transformers section. But I did look today, and it was empty. But we never get anything first anyway, so I wasn't expecting to see anything. But I'm hoping that when I go in the next couple of days, because I want to get at least 2 Unicron soldiers, maybe 3. It depends, but I need 2.
I'm not sure if he's 2 to a case. I've been seeing pictures, but I think it's just one of each figure for the.
But that's fine. That's fine because I don't need 2 at the right now. I have the pre-orders. So if I find like one in the store, then I'll just wait for one of the pre-orders to come in. Or vice versa, but I don't.
Then you gotta ship it back,
huh?
Then you gotta ship the other one back.
No. Once one thing pre-orders, I'll cancel the other one.
Oh, well, if you pre-order 2, you see what I'm saying? and you get one from the store, and now you got 3.
Well, yeah, but the pre-orders don't ship at the same time. Hasbro Pulse is going to ship before Amazon or vice versa. Whichever one ships first, I'll cancel the second one. So yeah, if I get 3,
so
I get 3.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. You ordered 1 figure of each, or you ordered 2 per website?
Because I don't want to pay for 2 at the same time.
Okay, that's
like if I spend 60 now and then 60 in a week or 2, that's better than spending 120 at once. Yeah, so that's why I'm like that's not a big deal. But I do. The thing is though, I haven't even like really paid attention to the figure. I just want to have 2 because I think that if I have 13 primes, I need more than 1 Unicron soldier for them to fight. I just don't feel 13 on 1. I mean, unless it's like when the Justice League was fighting
Thanos.
No, not Calabac. What is that guy's name from Justice League? Oh my God! He's the son of Darkseid. I can't think of his name, but whatever. Not Magog. I cannot think of that guy's name. But the bad guy from Justice League, who was like the son of Darkseid. The Justice League all fought him, and I'm like, okay, cool, but I just don't feel the Unicron soldier commands that much. Steppenwolf. Thank you, Tailgate. So I want to get like 2 or 3, and then I want to do some scenes. Speaking of scenes, did you guys see my Swindle not stop motion video that I put on Instagram?
Promotional piece.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are saying these are like would make great commercials, but I'm like, that's what I'm designing them to look like. Like if you haven't seen it, check out my Instagram, TrickerHappy77. I just uploaded my Swindle and my MTE Starscream little not stop motion videos. I was saying that to say the next one I'm going to do is Prowl, and I'm really excited about that one for what I plan to do with Prowl in those scenes, because I'm trying to portray them based on their personalities and what we know about them, rather than just look at this toy. It's a transformer. Yeah, so I'm. Wait, what'd you say? Wait, is that you typing in the chat, Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat as if like you're not talking to me. You just tell me I'm right here.
He's
Darkseid's uncle.
Yeah, Steppenwolf is Darkseid's uncle, and his kids, I don't know if they were in the movie, but I think they were probably like the 3 soldiers that didn't get sent through the gate if you ended up watching the Snyder cut, because I don't think they showed up in the original movie.
I did see the Snyder cut, and I remember they showed more of Darkseid in that. They didn't show Darkseid at all in the.
They showed like Darkseid and his 3 minions, and they were waiting for Steppenwolf to open that gate so they could all like come through and like do their thing. And that's the only time you saw like his actual kids. But yeah, Steppenwolf is his uncle.
Okay, so Orion, I know, is the guy from the other world that switched sons with him, or is Orion is not like Orion is his son, but he's from somewhere else. But didn't he send his son? Like they switched sons in the Justice League, or something along those
Wife
lines.
swap.
Yeah, it was like the Loki and Thor thing. Like they ended up with someone else's son. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get the Unicron Soldier if I can find that. Are you getting the Unicron Soldier, Wayne?
Hell no.
Okay,
that's $60. So 2 of them, that's $120. Good Lord, in this economy.
Well, so for you or for the average collector, I could see saying, okay, there's no reason to have 2. But for what I do, I think
for what you do,
it would be worth it. So, when Brandon, you're getting them, yeah? You're getting 1.
No, I don't have any interest in them.
Yeah, well, I mean, Vash's thing is like he wants the figures to fight someone. I'm like, I don't even know if the 13 primes like each other. Liege Maximo seems like the kind of he seems like the introvert. He says, I don't want nothing to do with any of your 12 prime BS over there. I'm just chilling, looking menacing in my chair, giving the G2 guys stuff to do. Straxus and G-Haxus.
Which I didn't know. I didn't know before all this. Straxus and G-Haxus were part of this. I'm looking into that now, but I figured, I figured by the end they didn't like each other, but I figured in the beginning when they were created to fight Unicron. So I figured there was like an initial battle, and then maybe they went their separate ways. Is what I'm imagining. I don't know the story. I didn't read the omnibus or whatever. So
of course,
yeah. But I don't know. That's the thing. Like with the Vector Prime, a lot of people are talking about they didn't like the way he looks, and I'm like, I didn't know what he looked like before the toy, so I had nothing to go on.
They had like a figure. I don't know if it came out in like Transformers Armada or the Unicron trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like twice the size of like he is like the size of Ultra Magnus, but it looks like the same toy.
But wait, was it like when you say twice the size, you mean the actual toy or
The actual toy? Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Was he like a leader, I guess, back then?
Whatever a leader was. Yeah.
Is Brandan sleeping?
Yeah.
No. I'm responding because I can't respond to the guy.
The man's got work in the morning. He's got to go walk in 100-degree weather to deliver the mail.
Oh yeah. I'm so sorry. I was out in the heat today, just at Walmart, and I was like, well, that's it. Back to the AC. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't do outside in the summer. I'll see you guys around September, October.
No, I'll be out there tomorrow.
But guys, this is actually going on for 2 hours now. I think as much, even though like I could keep the conversation going for another hour or two, I think we might have to call it a night and save some conversation for our stream next Sunday on the actual Energon Tea podcast channel.
So definitely mention that now because I want to be posted.
Yeah.
Well, we'll post it. We'll put it in the comments. Well, can you see the comments after the stream ends?
Get pulled
It's the live YouTube comments. So yeah, this app shows you what's going on YouTube.
But I'm saying once we end the stream, can you?
Yeah, when you end the stream and it finishes, you'll see like processing. Mm-hmm. And once processing is done, it normally takes like a few hours. Then yeah, people can see the chat. It's just because it live replays what's in the chat, akin to the actual stream. So
interesting.
It does take out any links they post too, because I post the links to our Energon Tea podcast, but it removed it.
Interesting. All right, so we'll put it in the comments, and we'll do some. We'll post some videos throughout the week. As a matter of fact, I did the backyard thing with Starscream today, where I talked about Starscream with my iced coffee, which I have every morning. And I was like, oh, I'm sitting out here doing nothing. Why don't I talk about Transformers? I'll post one of those on the Energon Tea podcast, and we'll do those on there. If you guys want to post some stuff as well, and let's get some content on that channel for the viewers to see.
Yeah, eventually, when my life is not ungodly crazy, I will start clipping talking points from the stream to make shorts, because that on my YouTube, that's normally what generates the traffic. It's never my long videos. It's giving people crumbs. They love shorts for some reason, but if you link longer content to a short, that is normally what will daisy chain someone into your channel. So it's like, how do you capture a basic white girl? You put a Erewhon milkshake under a box or something like that, and you can trap them. So it's the same thing with shorts. You make a whole bunch of addictive shorts, you link it to your long form stuff, and your subscribers will just start rolling in. Some people just come and watch shorts. It's weird.
Yeah. Or answer votes and polls on your community page, and then that's it, because that's what I'm getting.
Okay, well, we'll do all of the above. But in the meantime, this has been a great chat, guys. I really enjoyed it. I hope that the audience did as well. I hope you guys will all visit us next Sunday night, same Transformers time, same Transformers channel. Well, different Transformers channel. It'll be
different channel, but the vibe is the same.
The Energon Tea podcast. In the meantime, Brandan, maybe you don't want to answer this here. You can answer later in the chat. I didn't see a Kidulting this week. Did you take the week off?
No. Kidulting is taking I guess you could say the first 5 was going to be season 1. It was successful. It wasn't getting the type of push that I thought it would get. And with the content taking amount of time to create, and some of the people that agreed to do stuff, it's like a little break right now. But we're going to gear back up. We got a whole new lineup going for the next 5 or 6 episodes, which will start back up at the end of the month. I'm going to try to have the first one. Just a little break, getting a little burned out, getting backlogged with the video reviews. So I wanted to catch up a little bit on that, and then try to get back into the swing of bringing back the Consulting Never Stops segments.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll look forward to that. Wayne, what do you got going on this week?
All I have going on is work, and I can't talk about that here. But if you guys haven't, I don't know if the video is live yet. Brandon has a pretty cool video about those Power Ranger toys that are coming out with the little flippy heads. I've seen them at Target, and I have to stop myself because now it's like I'm at a point where I'm just going to Target, and I'm like, I own everything here. Let me look at the G.I. Joes. Do I got anybody that can compliment Destro on the shelf? Nope. All right. And then, I end up with $100 of McFarlane figures like I did today. They're super cool, though, but not Transformers.
Yeah. It's hard to stop yourself. But all right, gentlemen, let's call it an evening, and we will see you all next week. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great week. And always remember, we taught some Transformers. You taught some Transformers. Take care, everybody.
Later.